How's it going, everyone? Richard Hart here. Been a while since I've streamed. What do we got going on? Good progress on PulseChain and PulseX. Had a call with the devs, and PulseX is basically done. So can't wait to see what that looks like. I mean, they've got a pretty up the front end. There's a lot of cool stuff they built that you don't realize matters, right? So you want the stats to work right, and you want the stats to show the right numbers. So in addition to just front end for PulseX, which is a Uniswap fork, you also need, the info site that shows all the pairs and all the APYs and all that. Pulse Chain, we're going to release a V2.5 testnet with sacrifice balances and the AMM bot run halfway on the ones that are already done. So the AMM bot's done for like Uniswap V2, Sushi Swap, and then we can have people testing the stuff earlier, and we can have, if any mistakes or bugs are going to get found, we can find them earlier. And so instead of waiting for perfect sacrifice balances and perfect AMM bot, we're going to release V2.5 quicker. Might be called 2B or 2.5. I hope it's not called 3 because people are so excited for 3 having complete AMM and complete for people. I might be talking Greek to a lot of you guys. Richard Hart here, founder of Hex, went up 1,000,000% in under 2 years, and that's before staking. Went up maybe 2x that if you'd been staked. And then I also am doing the world's largest free airdrop called PulseChain, and that testnet's been running great for months. And we've also got an automated market maker called PulseX, and so we just want to make these things more accessible to testnet, because testnet right now doesn't have people sacrifice balances written, and it doesn't have the PulseX ecosystem with the automated market maker bot run that creates all the pairs and lets people trade in this really liquid environment. All really cool stuff. And other notes, everything is being banned in Russia, like everything. Rolex, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Pepsi, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, American Express, MasterCard, Visa. They've all turned off all their services in Russia. Very interesting. Kind of feel sorry for the Russian people, It's not a great spot to be in when all the stuff that you like and use, or maybe even, when you turn off McDonald's, it's not just people shopping there. They had, I think, 840 plus McDonald's there, but that's maybe 100,000 or 200,000 jobs right there. It's pretty rough. It's really rough. So I feel sorry for the Ukrainian people. I feel sorry for the Russian people. They're really in a rough spot, both those countries. It's unfortunate. You may have noticed that Ukraine's been trying to generate and has successfully generated around $40 million of cryptocurrency in donations, and they use those to buy weapons. So interesting. I think the world is understanding more and more the importance of cryptocurrency to get around censorship, because a lot of censorship is unjust and unfair. And as a great proponent of free speech and freedom of movement, both of which are enshrined in the First Amendment, they're being infringed upon all across this planet, and it's disgusting to me. I got a button my lion on here. Each one of these little animals comes with 4 little buttons. The person I was talking to earlier begged me to take them off, so I acquiesced, and it left me with partially unbuttoned animals, which I'm resolving as we speak. There we go. The lion's all buttoned down now. We got a lion, a leopard, a seal, and a rhinoceros. I think this is a rhinoceros. Got a horn there, buddy? Might be a hippo. It's pretty hard to look at the shoulder. What are you? You're a rhinoceros. There's a horn there. Let's take a look at chat here. So what else is going on? Yeah, I think the solution, I was showing you guys some of the math that goes into how much the automated market maker price fixer bot should invest in purchasing up the PRC20s. And I think the best edge detection is to just to 1000x the bid. And so whatever the equivalent amount of Ethereum is on the bid currently, you would just 1000x that in Pulse that's minted. It should still be quite low. It should be around 2.25% of supply. My original estimate was around 5 or 6% of supply. And so I can't wait to see like what the final numbers look like once that bot's run. Now the devs have the devs just get to run their own versions of this using a program called Hardhat, where you can emulate system state and then fiddle with it. It's a really cool Ethereum tool. So, I don't have my own local Hardhat to play with these numbers. Also, so we're trying to release that within the next week. The version 2B or 2.5, I'll call it 2.5. We're trying to release within the next week version 2.5 of the testnet. Not sure it's going to be called 2.5 though, because we use a canonical faucet.v2.pulsechain.com. Like there's a very specific canonical naming convention that we're using, and I don't know if 2.5 would break that, so you might use 2B. We'll see. Sorry for getting so technical with you guys that are new here, but guys that aren't new here, they prefer this technical talk. And so I think that, and by the way, on the sacrifices, I think where we're going to end up, or at least the best thinking as to where we'll end up on those, is that if you sacrifice coins that you should have, well, then those will be credited as, we've talked about. Nothing exciting there. But if you sacrifice stuff that you shouldn't have, and it was dumped for stables, then you'll just get the value it was dumped for. And that should catch a lot of these stupid coins that have taxes when you sell them, or coins with low liquidity. It should catch those cases. So that should handle just about everybody. Don't know what to do with all the guys that have been hacked. It's unfortunate. That's still a hard one. It's still in my mind. I haven't come up with a solution for that yet, guys. Don't get hacked. Don't give out your seed words to people. Don't give out your private keys to people. Don't connect to weird websites. Don't connect to fake websites. Don't fall for fake admins. Don't fall for people that direct message you. Anyone that direct message you is trying to scam you. Don't fall for fake giveaways. Don't fall for fake live streams that have a fake giveaway wrapped around the restreaming of a real live stream. Please, thank you. And also, learn English. It's an awesome language. It's very hard for me to help you if you don't speak English. It's very hard for anyone to help you if you don't speak English, to tell you the truth, because this is complicated stuff and it's mostly tooled and supported in English. So what else do we got? So we covered PulseX, and yeah, people ask so many silly questions. Yes, PulseX is going to be deflationary. It's not, you're never going to get a new mint of PulseX. There's going to be no inflation, only deflation. What else? No devs quit. As a matter of fact, there's new devs you don't even know about. Yes, I am working on a replacement for Metamask. Haven't hired anybody yet, but it's on the roadmap. Just quicker on the roadmap recently. I wish I didn't have to build everything, right? Like I wish I didn't have to build my own nation state. But the world sucks so much that you're just like, well, if the world's going to keep sucking like this, I guess I'm just going to have to pick these things off one at a time. And then the MetaMask thing, it's not going to delay anything. It's totally parallel. There's no delays. It doesn't affect anything that we're doing on PulseChain, PulseX, Hex, any of these things. Let's check chat real quick. Cardano sack sheet, yeah, I know. We'll get it out there. I mean, we're really aiming to release the sacrifice sheets this week, and to release version 2.5 this week of testnet. It was halfway, pretty decently run AMM and sack balances. Well, you guys want to see any cool stuff? Got cool stuff to show you. You've seen my Dolce & Gabbana funny shirt here. You've seen the Burberry bonnet. You've seen this bad boy already. But you haven't seen this pulse-colored keep all. You can't get these wet. You can't fold them. It's leather. So, for this one, I think these are like $5,000 bucks, but maybe they're 4,500 or something each. Oh, how about this? I know you guys love unboxing videos. When the hex price is 10 cents, down 80%, for you guys looking for a bargain, 80% off from all-time highs, hex, 10 cents. How about a cheeseburger bag? You might actually be able to fit 2 small McDonald's cheeseburgers in there. Or maybe a can of Coca-Cola. Actually, I tested it. You can fit 1 can of soda in here. So, very useful item. This is Moschino, is the people who make this. Any other silly stuff sitting about? My $50,000 Louis Vuitton airplane bag. I think I might have already pointed it out. I've got some other stuff around here, but since I know you guys love unboxing videos when the price is down 80%, relight the candles. Too far away. Will there be a token associated with the MetaMask project? Will there be a sacrifice for it? I don't know, probably, but once again, not going to have anything. I want to get the things that we already have in the pipeline done and out. I do not want more coins. I do not want more tokens. I do not want more sacrifices. I want what we already have out and released into the wild. That's what I want. So you don't have to think about that or worry about that for months. Pulse and PulseX will be out long before that's a thought. So wish it was easier to buy in different exchanges. Just buy Ethereum and swap on chain, bro. You're going to get a better deal. If it was on other exchanges, when those exchanges got hacked, as we've seen, like Bitmark got hacked, and then boom, 12 million hex gets stolen. Sucks. Sucks, man. It sucks. So, you know, it's nice that you can just buy Ethereum, use Ethereum. Now look, when PulseChain's out, the calculus is a little bit different. You are going to want to be able to directly buy that someplace. That's going to be nice. But like, let's get that mainnet out, right? I mean, we're so close, like so close. Did the snapshot for PulseX happen already? No. I mean, first, I don't even know what you mean. Like, what snapshot for PulseX? PulseChain has a snapshot. That's the thing, is people don't know what to call it. Some people get angry when you call it a snapshot. They call it a fork. But you're not... I'm okay with either term. They're both kind of applicable. So this new testnet will have a much more recent, you know, maybe only a few days old snapshot. The you know, the existing testnet is a many months old snapshot. What I mean by deflationary, it means that new PulseX will never be brought into existence, and existing PulseX can be destroyed. Can you explain what the 3.69% inflation is, please? Yes. Since the entire circulating supply or unstaked supply of hex is like 650 billion, you multiply that by 0.0369, and that's the amount of inflation that is credited to stakers over the course of the year. And because only about 10% of supply is staked, it makes the average APY about 37 or 40%. Show the diamonds. I haven't received the giant big diamond yet because I also haven't finished paying for it yet. I've paid for the vast majority of it, but because banks suck, taking time to pay the rest. It's very silly. That, by the way, is part of the reason why cryptocurrency is so good, because it solves that problem. Everybody curious, like Hex has dipped 70%, like 7 times or something. So it's in the game. Everybody that you know that got like 1,000,000% or 500,000% or 50% returns, they sat through some really big dips. That's how it is, which is why it's written right on the site. The site will tell you straight up the cryptocurrencies dip 85, 95%, some of them, and some of them go on and make new all-time highs. And that's what Hex has continued to do. What are my thoughts on a centralized exchange earn or lend feature? Not your keys, not your coins, not your vault, not your gold. Wait till you find out about the counterparty risk of begging for your own money. That's what cryptocurrency was invented to get rid of. And every single time you give your coins, your keys to somebody else and have to beg, a lot of people lose a lot of millions that way. Well, I don't want to make this a long one, guys. I covered the best things. Go to hex.com, go to pulsechain.com, try out the testnet. Think about what you're going to do when the mainnet launches. Are you going to swap your Ethereum hex for Pulse hex? Are you going to liquidity farm the E-hex, P-hex pair, which isn't called P-hex, it's just called hex? There's a lot of interesting game theory going on. Get in the chats. You know, all you guys that are asking for support, support happens in the chats. Just avoid the imposters, avoid the scammers that are going to direct message you. But that's where the support happens. PulseChain.com on Telegram, t.me/PulseChain.com, t.me/hexcrypto, t.me/PulseXcom. Richard Hartwin on Twitter, Richard Hart